Hello, Leatherneck fans, and welcome back to another episode of Leatherneck Insider. I'm Cody Gill.
And I'm Ben Wamsley. We'll kick off this episode with our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings spoke with this week's winner.
Hello everyone, welcome into our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. I'm Patrick Cummings. I'm joined here by Emma Watt. Emma, you want Athlete of the Week? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It's really good to see kind of the hard work I've been putting in all season be paying off.
Now, recently you were at the 3,000 meter steeplechase, and you had a 10:59.92, which was third all time in the program history. What are your thoughts on that?
It's really good. It's nice to finally get some good performances in. My first 2 years of college, I pretty much was battling injuries the whole time. So now to be healthy and improving, it's been really nice.
All right, now your next event is in Indiana. What are your thoughts on that heading into the next event?
Good. I'm going down now, stepping away from the steeple for a little bit because it's a lot to be doing, a lot of. So I'm excited about running the shorter distance. Hopefully improving again from indoor season 2. So I'm really excited.
All right. That's Emma Watt. I'm Patrick Cummings from Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Patrick, and congratulations to Emma Kate Watt for winning Athlete of the Week.
The WIU softball team dropped all 3 of their games against Eastern Illinois last weekend. The 3-game set started with a doubleheader last Saturday, with the Leathernecks dropping Game 1 3-2. The runs for WIU were driven in by Ruby Tarr and Maria Luna. In Game 2, the Leathernecks offense was blanked, dropping the matchup 9-0. In the final game, EIU jumped out to a 7-1 lead through 2 innings. The Leathernecks were able to take advantage of a couple errors to get back a few in the 4th and 5th innings, but it wasn't enough, as they'd also dropped that game 7-4. The softball team wraps up a home series against Tennessee Tech today and hit the road to face off against Illinois in Champaign on Tuesday.
WIU first baseman Liam Bushy had a stellar third season at Western Illinois as a fifth-year senior, leading the team in numerous offensive categories. My partner, Cody Gill, was able to speak with Bushy about his success this season.
Fifth-year grad student Liam Bushy has been nothing short of phenomenal for the Leatherneck baseball team this year. With a stellar offensive performance up to this point in the season, he has also made strides in adding power to his game this year, hitting 10 home runs to this point, more than his last 2 seasons combined.
It's just been mainly the off-season work we did. That was my main focus the whole off-season, so it wasn't like a quick fix. It was like just repeating the same thing every day. And then it's led to this year so far, which has been awesome, so yeah.
While Bushy has made strides in his game and been the one putting in plenty of work during the offseason, he can't help but give a ton of credit to head coach Terry Davis for being such an incredible part of his success since being at WIU.
It's been awesome. My whole hitting approach is based off what we teach here, and it's just been building for 3 years, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with it. And that's why I'm having a good year this year, I think.
Before WIU, Bushy started out in the junior college circuit, and being from the westernmost Canadian province, British Columbia, he explains the process of how his journey led him here to Macomb, Illinois.
For the junior college I went to before this, it was basically just my coaches had connections with them. They couldn't watch me play or anything. It was basically just videos. And then to get here, it was mainly Twitter, so it's all online stuff, mainly for international recruitment like that. Yeah, in high school, to get to JUCO, it was all coaches. They would film and stuff, and they would reach out to them. I didn't really do anything. And then to get here, it was just Twitter posts, not difficult, and a little connections to the coaches there.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Cody Gill.
Thanks, Cody. The Leathernecks travel to St. Charles next weekend to take on Lindenwood in a 3-game series.
When we come back, we'll discuss more about Leatherneck baseball as well as tennis here on Leatherneck Insider.
Our story began with a spark that started on the prairies of Western Illinois. From a bell tower which stood as a new beacon of knowledge for all to see, to the cranes that swing over campus today, advancing our vision to inspire, educate, and lead. That spark ignited a legacy of students using their talents and perseverance to make the world a better place in ways big and small. In this 125th year, we celebrate the remarkable journey of Western Illinois University, a milestone marked by dedication, boundless ambition, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We have pushed the envelope far beyond what our founders could have imagined. We have broken new ground, set records, and made discoveries. Whatever challenges we have faced over the years, we grow stronger from them and evolve. We remain devoted to our fighting Leatherneck spirit, the spirit of the underdog that fuels creativity, generosity, and determination. Leathernecks can be found in communities across the state, the country, and the world, doing their part to be a positive force wherever they go. Today, in Macomb and the Quad Cities, students from all walks of life meet to share ideas and aspirations. Our students bring new perspectives and aim to be part of something bigger than themselves. The Leatherneck legacy lives inside these walls and in all of us. Together, we are marching on.
Welcome back to Leatherneck Insider. Let's take a look at some highlights from Leatherneck Baseball's 3-game series against SEMO last week. From March 27th to the 29th, Western Illinois hosted the SEMO Redhawks, who are currently undefeated in conference, at Alfred D. Boyer Stadium for the first home OVC conference matchup of the season. We'll start off in the first inning of Game 1 with one man on and power hitter Liam Bushy at the plate. He drives one to deep right center field, and that one goes over the wall for the Leathernecks' first home run of the series to go up 2-0. Moving into the 8th inning of the first game with the Leathernecks up 10-2, bases loaded, and Joe Conley hits a blooper into shallow center, and the center fielder can't quite make the play as the ball falls and 2 runs will score, ending the game through the mercy rule and giving the Redhawks their first conference loss of the season with a final score of 12-2. We'll head into the second game of the series in the 4th inning with the Leathernecks down 2-7. 2 men on, and Josh McClintock hits a double down the left field line to score 2 runs to advance the score to 4-7 in favor of the Redhawks. Unfortunately, these would be the last runs for the Leathernecks as the Redhawks return the favor with a mercy rule of their own with a final score of 4-17. Game 3 now in the 2nd inning. Leathernecks are up 2-0 with no runners on base. Tyler Large drives one to left center field. That one gets over the fence for another Leatherneck home run to advance the score to 3-0 in favor of the Leathernecks. The Redhawks would slowly start to storm back, however, as in the 5th inning the Leathernecks are down by 1. Liam Bushy at the plate grounds one into the gap despite the shift. The single would advance 1 runner to tie the game at 8 apiece. Unfortunately, the Leathernecks would not be able to keep up with the Redhawks as they lose the final game of the series 9-19. The series advances the Leathernecks to 7-20 on the season, 2-4 in conference. Meanwhile, the Redhawks advance to 21-8 on the season, 5-1 in conference. The Leathernecks will play their second game of a 3-game series against Little Rock today at 1 p.m. Coverage of the game can be found on ESPN+.
Western Illinois women's tennis has found a spark in doubles play, and at the center of it is junior Jessica Hess. Leatherneck Insider reporter Glenn Novak has more from the hard court.
Jessica Hess has earned multiple Doubles Players of the Week honors in tennis and couldn't believe her chemistry with teammate Mana Fawcett.
So it's always been great to play doubles with Mana, and I just feel like on court we have this thing of trusting each other just completely. We never there's never a moment when we play that we don't believe that we can win the match. So even like going down 4-1 in matches in a set, for instance, we still believe that we can come back. Like there's just a sense of calmness between us. Like we gel so well personality wise, and I just think that the personalities that it really matches, and that's what works. That's why we just play good together. We're patient too with each other, and yeah, we just trust each other, which is good.
Has emphasized how the team need to finish strong this season.
Yeah, so we've had a few, how can I say, like, not upsets, but like injuries in our team or whatever, which is tough, always having injuries and key players being out in the team is quite tough. But I think our team have the ability to just bounce back from any difficult situation, and I think that's what we're gonna do this week. We're gonna train hard and put in all the effort that we can for these practices, these last few practices, and then go out against SEMO first. We'll try to just like give that last push for our seniors and also for the team, and play for each other instead of just ourselves.
Reporting from the hard courts, I'm Glenn Novak.
Thanks, Glenn. Jessica Hess and Mount Fawcett hope to repeat their success when they face SIUE next Saturday.
We come back right into the hardwoods for some more info about Leatherneck basketball. We'll be right back.
Hey, you'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
Grit. It's that thing inside of you that ignites passion and empowers you to envision a world full of possibility. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks are made with this grit. It starts here, in this field, in this room, on this court, and in this lab. We refuse to blend in because our purple stands out.
Larry used to come over to watch the games. After his wife passed, he started drinking a lot. Larry just stayed to himself, angry. He started acting differently. I wasn't going to pretend I didn't see him unraveling. Larry had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. So I contacted the local authorities for help. It was a tough call. Together, we pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. Larry had time to get help, and later, he got his guns back. It wasn't easy, but we're a community. We keep our neighbors and ourselves from harm. By temporarily removing a gun, a firearm restraining order gives a person in crisis time to heal. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Welcome back inside of Salee Hall. Despite being knocked out of the NCAA tournament in the first round, basketball isn't quite over for our Leathernecks. OVC Conference Player of the Year Mia Nicastro has been selected to compete in the Lilly College All-Star Game. She'll be competing in Phoenix, Arizona today at noon on ESPN2.
The Illinois Fighting Illini men's basketball team have reached the Final Four for the first time since 2005, and the helm of the team is head coach Brad Underwood, who spent 10 years as an assistant coach at Western Illinois University under Jim Kerwin from 1993 to 2003. Additionally, Jeff Alexander, an assistant coach of Underwood, is also a former WIU player who played for Underwood from 1999 to 2000. Congrats and good luck to our former Leathernecks, Brad Underwood and Jeff Alexander.
And staying on the topic of these Illini, Ben, they're in the Final Four game against UConn. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to be the outcome here?
Well, I like Illinois coming into this game. They haven't had quite as difficult of a schedule, though, coming into this Final Four. I believe they've won all of their NCAA games by double digits thus far, whereas UConn had to beat Duke at the buzzer in that final game. So I think both teams are coming in with momentum, albeit different types of momentum, but I think anyone who can beat that Duke team is going to be really tough for the Illini.
Absolutely. And UConn, chance to go their third national title in 4 years. They have the experience. Dan Hurley's been there, great coach. But call me biased if you want. I think Illinois is going to get done. You know, the size and athleticism on that team, and The way they've been playing defense this tournament, I think they can beat anyone right now.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how that game turns out later today. Well, that wraps it up for this episode of Leatherneck Insider. Be sure to stay connected on socials at InsiderWIU. For our entire crew, I'm Ben Walmsley.
And I'm Cody Gill. Have a great week, Leatherneck Nation.